Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Sicily, the Crusader Kings 3 series here on the Lord Master channel. Despite the name of the series Sicily, we are not in Sicily, as much as I'm in Tobruk, and Sicily is that way. Which, interestingly, Gomara, which is normally from this part of northern Morocco, they've now taken control of all of Sicily, except for this one, which was due to a populist revolt there of Sicilian Orthodox, which shows you that the presence of Christianity had not been eliminated from Sicily. Still home to a mix of Ashari and Isma'ilis. But anyways, it is the reason for all that is because of one person, her. Set Viviana bid Cosmos. Won a conquest for Sicily and was able to get all of it. She's helping out a fellow ally from Fes. So they were successfully driving the Fatimid presence out of Sicily. But the Shia are still there. Even at to the point where it's like, yes, the majority of them is still Sicilian culture, with likely a bunch of, other Siculo-Arabic minorities are all over the place, especially in the western half of Sicily itself. While down in Malta, which is Shia, but it used to be Greek, but now it able to change itself to Siculo-Arabic through an event, not by, actions. So, but at least it's been developing, but it's not growing anytime soon. Development curtailed. Latin ruling class is still the case there, until somebody strong enough to restart the Sicilian frontier struggle. That's not going to be up to me, though. Not anytime soon. But for me, I still have a role to play here. But first, we need some provisions. And also, you should check out the camp. Tobruk, as far as campfire is concerned. Replicated, everybody's complacent. We need a few more supporters. A few can be swayed. Speaking of which, it's something you should do. Sway. But there are other ways to try to make the complacent followers be more supportive of me. Besides swaying, there's also, camp revelry, which you may gain provisions for this. It doesn't cost much, and you can't host another one until another 2 years. But we're going to need some money with that, and I know just a place where we can go get some. But first, scour the land for some provisions, if any. You're a hunter, cousin. Go and hunt. Brought some food. Good. Now, let's visit the castle holding. Thinking of something else. Maybe I could sell some artifacts here, because I got a few that I want to get rid of. The alley is brimming with stalls. My shoulder accidentally bumps someone from behind. As the artifact peddler Aziz turns to confront me, he notices my inventory and leads in for closer inspection. Examining, twisting, and turning, he scrutinizes every detail, be it the finish of a Lake Mishri coin, Egyptian coin, camel's head, or materials. Camel's head's materials, or the Sasanian sword's decor. I'll give it a try. Says, how about this? That merchant over there actually made me a higher offer. What say you? Managed to convince him. Alright. He looks at me and contemplates her. Is that so? For such a valuable wares, maybe I could free up another coin or two. Because that idea of having a camel's head around the head of a disobedient camel is kind of odd. So I'll say, how better use this gold? Take camel head. Some of you are wondering, what on earth You're selling a camel's head? It says it wants the materials. Perhaps the skull of it, but anything. Yeah. So yeah, made some fun out of it. Supplies are this way. From cocoros to fabrics to firewood, sewing thread. The supply merchant Micah has the stalls filled to the brim of whatever one might need for the night in the wilds. I move a bit close to draw her attention. She barely looks in my direction. She addresses, "What'd you need?" Micah. That doesn't sound like a Arabic name. What are you? Avar. Oh, it's formerly Serbian, but raised as an Avar. That's what you do? Make a business around here? Isn't that the over there? So 78% chance that we successfully steal a bunch of supplies, 20% that I fumble and raise their suspicions. Got it. Town crier may have something for us. Town crier sits slumped on a chair, half asleep. Apparently there's no available contracts near at the moment. Oh, that's it, I guess. Now, to the tavern. Alright, the tavern, gathering travelers and local is brimming with activity. The storytellers see about a fire a bit further in. Up upon a gathering of shabby chums, pester, so more bad and shaba at the corner of it. And at the corner of the counter, an enchanting siren sits, seemingly bored. Let's hear a story. And then the egg fell apart, and then the egg fell. Its parts forming the universe. And the egg's yolk became a warm sun, then the white becomes a beautiful moon. Well, that's a story for another time. The storyteller's mysterious mouse leans back at a fireplace seat, takes another sip of spiced wine. Dubican? What kind of culture is that? Diverged from Hrvatsky, from Dubeca. Duberka? Dubeci. That started a few good points. 11% chance you learn, 29% chance learning lifestyle experience, 58% chance exotic learning. 3 months. I'm done here. Let's go do this contract. Now that I actually know. Remember, say you want to make your people more supportive of you. So this is a camp revelry. First time. Hold a small celebration at your camp, funded by gold but modified by your stocks of provisions. Invitees will include everyone from the camp, and plus optionally local rulers. Camp parties provide an opportunity to befriend your followers, gain special contracts, and manage stress. So, you anticipate rewards from hosting, and you may lose stress, gain provisions, gain skill points, contracts, artifacts, and may recruit new followers. Will be held right here in Tobruk. It'll cost you nothing, because we're not traveling anywhere. Damn! We don't have a supply building, supply tent, because we went for a baggage train instead. It would have attracted wanderers and exchanged provisions for bonuses. Mess tent, we don't have that either. Ah, come on. Well, in this case, it would be wise to befriend. Should befriend costs then. Or fireside chat. But now I'd rather befriend. And a guest of honor is no one. It's just gonna be meager food and sparse drinks. Very simple. Finally, we're all gathered. All supplies prepared. Fire crackling merrily in our midst. Life on the road could be a hard one. The festivities will be a chance for us all to relax and take our minds off the grinding quest for survival. Let the revelry begin. The revelry rolls on, but Carlson is clearly feeling somewhat introspective. This truly reminds me of my childhood, he looks around wistfully. So much mischief and revelry. I can recall 100 nights for such roguery right now, he looks at me. How about you? You have any tales when you were a young lad? Oh yeah, plenty, but... But I'll say, of course. I can't pick out a good story. Keep trying. Because I'm arrogant, I don't want to take the easy route to make him... Boom, we're friends now. Unfortunately, the terror I inspire on others have turned against me as a direct consequences of insidious action from someone who decided to get rid of me once and for all. As such, while at night in an empty alcove of my encampment lost my thoughts, I'm viciously attacked by a mysterious dark figure that swiftly approached me in the shadow. Immediately started his objective is my utter and final demise. I must fight for my life here. Because I have high dread, but I don't see any chances of my death, so... I guess we can assume they didn't carry it out because everyone's here and we would have witnessed that and we would have put a stop to it. I guess it was meant to be for landed rulers, not landless adventurers, I think. It's part of Dark Ages mod. Test your wits. Faisal sly smile over the rim of his cup bodes poorly, I suspect. Come on then, Isma'il. Let's see if your mind is still sharp after all these days on the road. He gestures a cup for us. A riddle, perhaps. Why, for acquiesce, he begins. I have 4 legs, yet I cannot walk. What am I? I'll say easy. The answer is a table. I picked up a trait and gain a bit of a wit experience. That's something we ought to do one day. Use a favor to use that favor to say, hey, hold a tournament and I'll participate. I'm so deep in conversation that I barely notice the lack of light. It's only when I have trouble identifying a newcomer that I spare looking at fire. Its embers go literally almost spent. Faisal shakes his head at my quick scanner again. We've used last of the firewood. Need to get some more. He hops to his feet, snatching up an axe from nearby, raising an eyebrow at me. There ain't no trees in Tobruk, is there? Okay. 85% chance that the finally goes according to the plan, gain a bit of prestige, and everybody will be warm and content for a year, and gain a bit of provisions from whatever plants was on that tree. 15% chance they're unable to find a suitable tree to fell. 0% chance the tree falls an awkward angle, wounding me. Alright, give that here. And goes all according to plan. The fire sputters, its embers now merely going where they once were. The revelers likewise begin to drift off towards their sleeping spots. A good time was had by all, but the hour has come to call the entertainment done for now. I wonder what revelry it was. Maybe next time I'll try to find a way to befriend. And the camp purpose for all these things, even if you were to wish to replace it with an entirely new thing, well, that would not do. We should consider saving our money on, in the far future, the stick game. And additionally, over at the Roaring Campfire, we should save them. The first thing I'm going to spend when we earn a lot more money is to upgrade that, so I can have another building slot within that. But now, let's go take him to explore somewhere. So, you wish to go to the Pharos. Oh, I know that place. It'll be an easy trip. But disregard the trans-Saharan merchants, because it's not a long travel. Let's say we bring a private army. A mixed group of lesser knights and local mercenaries to ensure a quick and safe yet affordable journey. Yeah, this'll do. I expect to be well paid. Otherwise, the sea is calling my name. So you make amends, please. Like, perhaps we should return to Italia. I hear there's a lot of opportunity out there. Oh, you left. So take our time to forage and hunt. Sorry about this. I know you wanted to see the lighthouse, but things like that happen sometimes. You wanted to be nice again, Saldan? As I'm looking through the market stalls at those shops, I feel my purse string cut. Despite my immediate reaction, the thief disappears the crowd. Only through pure coincidence, one of my guards sees the man and heads back into the back alley. Stop or I'll have your head, one of my guards shouts at him. The thief turns around, giving an angry, shifty stare. Actually, I have a job offer for you. Think of the money as your first payment. Oh yeah, you'll do. Even though you're a bit callous, but you'll do. Come on in. Locals gotta have it here. Nobody got wounded. Slow. The more this happens, the more seasoned you're gonna be. We came to the toll in Marriott. My entourage prepared to pay for passage. There was nothing extraordinary about this toll, as it is right for any ruler to levy tolls to ostensibly have funds to pay for protecting travelers. The guards, however, seem to be rather a friendly lot. To say all the guards are terrible people, not to say all the guards are terrible people, but typically even the good ones are more dutiful and serious than gregarious and talkative like us. Nothing much happens here, the guard captain says while my entourage pays to go. So we're honored to have an esteemed leader like yourself, Pastor, my lord. Tell you what, I'll give word that your next toll's up the road and remind him to treat you with respect you deserve. Thank you, I'm honored, though I'm not a lord of the land, but thank you very much. Coach the Pharos. You got it. As we head back to Tobruk, I don't see any more local contracts here, so we will return to Italy. Bank. We come across remnants of a trading caravan in Baratun. The arrow-ridded corpses of merchants, guards, and horses, overturned carriages, and ruined merchandise all point to this being some kind of attack by bandits. Anyways, such dangers on the road aren't unheard of. After we bury the dead, my traveling companions and I debate what should be done with the merchandise in which the bandits did not carry off with them. Salvaging these items could be quite lucrative, though it will take some time. We'll split the goods among ourselves. Everybody gets some money here. In Khanaz al-Hadi, we hear rumors of a small Muslim shrine that Fetched has healing properties. It's not a major site of pilgrimage, so there aren't many outside the region who know of it. However, this shrine does attract a constant stream of local visitors. Many here swear that worshipping Allah at this shrine has helped the ill recover from a number of ailments. My traveling companions and I debate whether it might be worth it to stop by the shrine, spend some time there to pray, and make offerings to Allah. We don't have time for an excursion like this because there's much more things to do out there. Plus, unlike the past two characters, this one's not much of a religious man himself. I mean, he ain't cynical. He's still in the middle. He's still a believer. It's just he believes in money, even though he ain't greedy. It's just, well, things will change very soon, and in a hurry. As he'll be thriving in chaos soon, and in a few years' time or so, criminal contract rewards. All the more reason we ought to set sail to, oh, let's say the Adriatic. How about here? This is a place to move. Yeah. Yeah, that'll do. It doesn't cost you much provisions as we'll be back in the mainland. Let's go. There'll be more opportunities for an enterprising man like himself. In 2 years' time, we will get crime pays. If I were to get stressed, martial intrigue and prowess goes up. I've stirred from a relaxing trip across the great blue sea by a sudden shriek. I spread to the stores below deck, and I'm horrified to find a pigeon besides the shredded remains of our supplies. Its feather stretched thin against its foul bloated belly. In my rage, I could have killed a repugnant winged menace right there. But I'm stopped by my fighters. Osman. Hark, stay your hand, you evil bastard! Don't you know it is bad luck to kill emergency? Did you call me an evil bastard? That's it, I'll say. Nothing will stop me killing from this blasted bird. The entourage convinced that the voyage is cursed. Superstitions. Need not to worry. The child I see will still be safe. The audacity that Osman called me an evil bastard. Let's investigate. Found nothing. And remember, I'm still banned from entering the country. The only time I would ever go return is to go to war against it for one of the claimants, but I don't want any part of it. My destiny lies elsewhere. I've noticed that Osman avoids him more than usual. He always sits at the opposite end of the table when invited to the feast. Constantly refuses my company while coming. Well, I've had a best relationship, but that attitude starts tiring me, especially when Orium's defame me. Isma'il's a hysterical bampot. I'd be a way better leader than him. Listen here. Since I'm a vengeful man, I'll say, you wanna know how it is? I'll show you. 71% chance to win a fight and make him leave. Because I'm getting tired of your crap. I'll win a fight and make him leave. There's no two ways about it, whether from weather, terrain, overloading, or simple bad luck. Some malady has gotten into the camp's pack animals. They moan, they bray, they walk. It's all getting slower and more sluggish by the hour. Never mind today. Some of the horses have clear fevers. One of the older mules is ready to die. A dire threat if it spreads any further. Carry on and pray to Allah for mercy. So I'm just say 10% chance only a few will die, 30% partially sick and hurt, 40% chance sick and hurt, 20% wildly sick and hurt. Wildly sick and hurt. Oh boy. Trial will be slower, and there goes our capacity. Some of that, anyhow. Oh, look at all this. Look at all these opportunities that we could do within the next 2 years or so. Artifact delivery we start off with. The Sword of Asceta. Bring it to the Signoria of Romano. Simple enough. Romano. It's up there. Along the way, I think we should take the coastal route. You know, visit Anconia, Trajan Arch, and there's a plague, bloody flux. Oh hell! In this case, get medical equipment because there might be a plague about. So this is just to counter a plague, but not the travel danger. Bring a healthy supply of medical equipment along the journey to reduce the danger from plagues. And we'll pass through the Bridge of Augustus there. And then we head to the Santa Pana Nuevo. And then after that, they will visit to the black market and in Veneto, then into Venezia itself before we return by sea, because I don't want to go through diseased country again. There. Sword of Asceta. Oh, it's not a weapon, it's a work of poetry. It is nightfall, and man is hard at work when we arrive at the cereal fields south of Senegalia. Yeah, we're passing through disease. We just passed through diseased territory. We're fine. Appears to be flattening crops at a rapid pace, using a large flat piece of wood and heavy stones. I frowned as I watched the man performing his labor and inquired as to what exactly he's up to. He went to the starts a long rant how we need to wake up and meet our true masters that are hiding behind the false Christian teachings. Take his stats, I'm surprised. Alright. Coil's been wounded. The food I'm eating today tastes a little bland, a little too bland. I want to add some spice to add a bit of kick to the taste of this meal. So I look around to see what spices are on the table. I saw an easy cuisine, a classic ancient spice used in many different cuisines, and some sprinkle on my meal. Now it is much better. Malik and Theophilos have been arguing for several hours now as they trudge along the road. At this point, I don't know how this idiotic argument got started. I'd rather not get involved. On the other hand, some of the others in the entourage are giving me these looks, silently telling me that as leader, I should do something. Maybe I could convince these two fools to shut up. They agree to stop their silly argument. I am interrupted from my stroll near the central fire pit by the approach of a nervous stranger. A woman who introduced herself as Turki is clearly as alien as to Gadarazai. Lord, you and I know that both these lands have no truck with those who worship differently from the lords and ladies. Momentarily she paused to stare at herself a clearly expect a rejection. I understand if you're already too many people to care for, but you have me, I'll serve you loyally all your days. What is this Ananta doing out in Anconia? She's a pilgrim, this small gardener. Actually, it might be good for something. Of course, join. Took her on an adventure of a lifetime. What a great misfortune! While riding on the road to Ravenna, Mattheo's horse collapsed beneath his legs, dropping dead. Curses upon curses, Theophilo hissed, as we all gathered around a horse's corpse. Wonder what to do with it. This horse had been showing signs of exhaustion for the last few days now. It didn't seem that bad. Now we know better. Thankfully, there's a town not too far from here. I could get a new horse if they fall, so I'll give him one of the donkeys carrying supplies and distribute the loads around a bit if I'm depressed for time. You can ride a spare donkey. Right, as I have the learning now. Reduce the cost to recruit men-at-arms. Wander travel trade experience goes up, even though it's already max. May recruit cultural men-at-arms from where you're located. That's good to have. Very good to have. Alrighty. Father Pascal's nephew. Well, it appears the horseshoes and saddles are in current need of repairs. This is nothing new for anyone who's traveled along the roads, and any travel by mount requires the maintenance of such supplies. The villages of Sassana are owned to some craftsmen who can repair our horseshoes and saddles for a reasonable price. Of course, you could try to save money and not spend it on such horses and saddles till they actually break down. Yeah, we'll bear with it, just be careful. Here comes the money. 82 gold. A little visit down there. I remember something. Yes. Upgrade this. Adds another number of knights. Keep it up like that, you may eventually... yeah. Escort emissary. To where? To Venezia. You got it. We just passed through there. Easiest thing in the world would just be travel by sea. No big deal. Yes. No big deal. Play it safe. That'll be the easy one. Riding a little closer tends to leave the edge of the grounds. I come across a gaggle of followers having dinner on the small. Curiously, both Ligameses and Fazo amongst them, neither of whom particularly enjoying each other's company, or had time to ponder such strange crooked sitting. Mazel mutters something unaudible, only whispered, he said, in blind rage. With a flash, a weapon is drawn and blood's about to be spilled. Oh, hell. I had to intervene on this matter. 88% chance to put a halt to this. 11% chance that some blows are thrown regardless. I'll put a halt to it. So, sisters coming to camp. I've heard that the Dalmat fishermen are famed over the world over for their ability to strip the ocean of its most beautiful and bountiful, delicious plunder. Okay, you kind of misspoke with it. Today, by the shores of Carsa, I'm fortunate enough to come across a Dalmat fishing fleet. Our entourage sails close to a stray member of the fleet, and I'm greeted immediately by the pungent odor of its captain. An honor, my lord. Granted, just your finest catches of the day. As a vengeful man, I say, your fish or your life, sailor. I want to get home faster. There's a 42% chance I may get wounded and it'll take money off of me. There's a prowess challenge against her. I just got wounded for that. Oh, hell. My lucky coin. I mean, it's kind of obvious. Why on earth would you want to save her while trying to save that artifact? Because it's a damn coin. My lucky coin. And it was... And that said lucky coin got washed up ashore. Ended up in Deodora. You son of a beeswax! That's my coin! If I had my way, I ought to steal it from you. Unless it's from that fishing boat we encountered when we lost the coin. Somebody went swimming for it, and then they got it, and says, here, we found this coin that may be of interest. Now you make me want to come over to the land of Dalmatia for that blasted coin. I didn't know there was a scheme that. I thought it's usually done by conquest, but I forget that option exists. But that's only if the vassals are around. We're going to know all that. Especially if you're in a big country that says, hey, I would like this land. Or better yet, purchase it. If you have gallows bait, which, yes I do, which you're not supposed to be of that. Invasion sponsorship. I don't know if I should really be attached to that coin. Because as you know, as we look at it one more time. Found it and years later given, as it had lost in order that it's been claimed. And he's got a prize ring and an ancient plaque. Hire muscle, perform and play, protect heritage, escort emissary. Let's escort another. To Romana again. You got it. No disease will stop us this time. Well, meanwhile, sister, if she survives the wound, she's here at camp. In which now we ask, well, why are you with me? As you're of the wrong culture. Right. She is a follower. Spent some time in the High Chief at this Antonia's camp when she was a veteran adventurer. Part of her entourage became landed. High Chiefess instead of Chiefess. You've done well for yourself. have you on our side. Came across the ancient ruins of Montegalda, which weren't the most spectacular out there, I'm sure. They weren't that large, so we couldn't camp there. Even so, they were something to see. My entourage and I have been rather bored from the day's travel on the dreary road, so these ruins gave us something to talk about. Among other topics, we eagerly speculated on why the ancients built the ruins, which ancients inhabited, and, well, for that matter, what it must look like in Sede. There's plenty of discussion to go around. Once again, as we continue through Citadella one day, Orchid suddenly perks up for some reason. Before I can ask what he's thinking of, he asks if everyone remember the folk song about the beauty of the town. This is the one we heard the locals singing in the tavern the other day. He reminds us. As soon as he starts singing the lyrics, everyone starts to recall the song, and they all join in with varying amounts of lyrical ability. With everyone's hearts heartened by a cheerful tune, the journey seems less dreary all of a sudden. Alright. I'll just observe everyone enjoying themselves. Pay up. Oh boy, it's just snowing for days now. The road ahead appears completely impassable. However, as I look ahead, I see a small group of people approaching us fast across snowdrifts. Soon a man stands before me and speaks with a wide grin. You seem to be in quite a predicament, but fear not. For a fair price, we will help you return your travels. Oh wow. Helping out is its own reward. Alright. He's with us. That is a good one to have. Just wait him enough. We'll have a look at the rest of the campfires soon, as we arrive back here. While crossing the river to San Benedetto, some of our supplies came loose and fell in the river. We watched helplessly as the water swept these supplies away. While a lot of our supplies are still with us, thankfully we're still lost quite a bit. My companions have different suggestions on what to do. Some say we should go downstream to see if we can recover some of the said supplies, especially if they wash the store. Others say we should cut our losses and purchase replacement supplies in the next town. Yet others say we should bear with misfortune and continue along. Try to recover some supplies downstream. This is for the rest of the travels. So just try to recover it. We're going to be fine. Anyways. Look at the temperament. Still placated. At least you're with us now. Sister. Ah, I don't know you can intimidate using a dread, but that's not wise to do that. Don't do that, that's your sister. Well, a 0 out of 3, so it doesn't hurt to learn the language from you, but I'd rather sway you first. Or better yet, damn. Okay, sway it is. Don't go anywhere. We got a couple of days left. We should ask for provisions. Hire mercenaries. Are you kidding? we can't contribute to that. I'll decline. And you say a counter-offer. I'm curious about Kniz Boleslav Dubrovnik's offer. Would be honored to stand alongside his bannerman. A few gold coins is not enough to risk the lives of my brave followers. I should ask for more. No, no, no. I say... Oh, damn you. But I could get food by any means. I don't want to join at all. We're not mercenaries. At least not yet. Wait for it. Okay, you're supposed to get up to level 3 to get another building. And at level 5. At least we get another 9. Okay, level 3 it is. Get to work. We are really improving the roaring campfire here. I know we got a couple of martial-oriented people, so let's do this. Hard muscle. Sell swords of good repute. The Count de Nursia urgently seeks discreet swords for hire for short posting. Handsome reward offered for swift, clean work. We can go up there. Too. My needs are simple, explains stuff like that. There are certain thorns in a rose in this here. So how do you remove these prickly characters? Can't be seen to remove them directly, so you're gonna have to deal with them for me. Draw my thumb across my neck quizzically. No, no, no serious bloodshed. Just keep them silent about killing them until they understand what it is to disrespect the con. Honestly, the sooner we're done, the sooner we're back on the road. I actually want to get this over with. Sometimes you just need more brawls than brains. Lake, you're the man. Sister, this will be the footpad. As is this person we met recently, who's also my friend. I need 2 lookouts. A set of hands to do the dirty work is no good without a pair of eyes to watch them. $9 days each time. Take all the advantages we can get. While trying this here, we came across some more ruins. Ruins so old we didn't even recognize them as ruins at first. We all thought they were just randomly placed stones. Only when Ibrahim, who has some knowledge of such ruins, came close to recognize the site as man-made. The structure, he says, has been badly worn down by the elements. As we briefly rest by these ruins, he remarks of a sigh. Limestone family, isn't it? To think there must have been some sort of glorious building ages ago. Someday we too even worshipped in these ruins. Then we must do great and valid deeds while we still live. I'm gonna run out of lucrative contracts here. They are allied. Oh, helping High Chiefess Atonia. She's doing a conquest right now for a large part of land. Okay, that's actually her realm. She wants this. Maybe one day I should go visit her in Mordvinia. To become friends. Oh, health's becoming poor for my mother Zenobia. Well, to be fair, it's because the mosquitoes. It's It's really got to it. Yeah, I plan on moving to Dalmatia once we're done with all this. And perhaps you claim an artifact. Which one day I would love to reclaim that coin back. The Dalmatian city-states, we should call them. Even though some of them may not even have cities. They're all castles. Okay, some do have cities. There's a temple there. Dalmatian states, we'll call it that. Read that area. It's tough to describe what is so appealing intimate about the low buzz of a camp setting in the evening. Maybe it's the discussions of distant places like we've all been there already. Chaos and mayhem with a baggage train unwinding from the day on the move, or even the chittering cries of local birds as night begins to fall. All this forms a quiet, comforting blanket of familiarity. This is my domain, and these are my people, a small kingdom, but one where I know every sight, sound, and soul. Time to raid the baggage trains, Chaos. Napoli is split off from Benevento. Somebody wants Salerno. You sure you don't want my help? Difference in military strength is laughable, as he would say. But that's all up to you. 68% chance of success. Wish for the best. You had one job, Isma'il. Silence the mouthy pricks, keep it quiet for a few months, and then come back and collect your silver. My face remained stoic. It might be galling, it's best less to express frustrations verbally, less to resort to doing so force of arms. Perhaps I'm a fool expecting anything better from a rambler like yourself. Can't be helped, I suppose. There's a pause as I wait to see the man out his sentence. You may go now, if you please. Back to the wilds. Well. Wandering lifestyle perk. Excellent. It's good knowing the land. Unlocks the tutoring trip. If I were to have children of my own, which is something I ought to think about soon. Protect heritage. Heed our plight. Abelard seeks the aid of fellow nomads, or any others willing to advocate their rights with. There's payment and there's provisions. Okay, I'll be there. And hopefully not screw it up this time. Otherwise, I'm going to start turning towards, criminal activity. Which is all going to be attempted anyhow. Unexpected fare. It's not every place that welcomes a camp such as ours. It seems our patrimony picture certainly does. At least, Oh, Sione, and made it look like it does, organizing an impromptu fair to trade goods and drain my followers their coin. Cynical? Perhaps. It's hard to deny what a smile puts on the faces of most, and sometimes that's enough. Yeah. Pick up some provisions whilst we're here. Because, you know, we're going to be on a move soon. To Dalmatia. Group no one entered my camp, wishing to speak with me. Greetings, adventurers, thought the eldest of the bunch. We've come from Sutri, a nearby land where Abelard's rule is just, in accordance with the noble Roman's tradition. A few short cheers in Abelard's name distract the elder before he continues. Our liege, but best Innocentius of the papacy, is a foreigner and unaccustomed to our ways. In the name of Abelard, we plead, aid us in guaranteeing our cultural freedom and adversary. Information leveraging scheme or open dialogue. Well, since I'm a man of intrigue, I'll say I learned a few tricks to get the Vranken on my side. I reached the core of my compatriots. We of the Solarian Sons are best suited to aid the Norns by engaging in information leveraging. Papas Innocentius can't possibly be immune to the pleasures of the world. Nor so proud and money wouldn't be ashamed to have his missteps exposed. Choice blackmail could even secure the future of Papas Innocentius' people. Remember, let's just get on with our task. Oh, rejoice! I'm no longer a vassal to the abhorrent of this. Said to the papacy, I rescind your obligation to protect heritage contract. Worry not. Have some golden compensation. Yeah, we're still on our way back anyway. So, a few coins is better than no coin, I say. I guess they revoked your title. Whatever crime you have committed. No, it's simply not how you say it. The venerable scholar invented the words to just pronounce the way I'm saying it. My mother Zenobia and I are having a raging debate, which shows no sign of abating. Having passed a nearby gibbet, I had remarked on it. Being fluent in the Arabian language, as I am, I gently correct her on pronunciation. It begins with a hard sound, not a soft one, obviously. She had the timor to disagree forcefully no less. Can't believe you're still holding this abhorrent linguistic position, she blurts out. Brush her in my instance. It is as I say, and that's the end of it, mother. Descriptivist insists on using their own approach language, implying a distinct lack of education in linguistic matters. That reminds me. Any members? Save your money on that. You gotta be a freebooter for it. And you know, there's this thing up there. Reclaim an artifact. Steal. But first, any of you who are complacent, you like to learn your language of the Berber. It's steadfast now, so contract scheme growth goes up and army toughness up. Very good. This is a criminal contract. Inquisitive rogues. The contract will reward anyone willing to return what is rightfully his. A memory of Athare. It's got 6 years left in its life, but it pays. And I'll be given prestige and food regardless. A delegation from Compatibility and cornerstones to the flaps of my great tent. Greetings, adventurer, speaks nobly. Many are the roads of this world and treacherous. If you work for Ancona, my liege would pay you well for your expertise. Conte Atari is the rightful owner of the memory of Atari, which the loathsome Conte Thrasimund of Tossignano holds hostage. My liege wishes you to get it back by any means necessary. Clever. No one will ever suspect me. So, how are we going to do this? Scheme odds are good. I think a balanced arrangement will do. Start a heist. 100% guaranteed. Well, I think that's what it says anyhow. So, finest as they say, the mark of an amateur. Let me bring my people. That's good. She's from Canine, and wait a minute. She's beautiful, intelligent, and pure-blooded. Well, you got me interested. Maybe I should go pay a visit to Canine. Because I think I found my love. I found true love. Someone who's beautiful, smart, and is pure-blooded like my mother. Well then, I will offer you prestige. Okay, that's not enough. I'll pay you a bribe. Hefty bribe. Okay. So, leverage the scheme, I'll offer the hook. And she'll be in. It's almost like, damn, I'm giving a lot to this Croatian woman, which I want to romance her. As I said, I'll pay a visit to Canine when we're done with this. So that'll reduce the number of days greatly. Still need you around, Zenobia. And as for the lookout, the Contessa herself, which she's a schemer. Can be convinced, but well, unfortunately this is going to require a lot of things. Prestige, hook, bribe, hefty bribe. Damn! Because we wanted to keep it a secret. Now start picking up some advantages. We want to get this over with. No longer the huntsman. Okay. So it's 75% chance of success, so we need plenty of advantages for this. Every 10 days. Oof. Find myself making such noises when sitting down at the campfire in the evening now. The elders talk about how that happens when you get over there. But I'm only 22. No. Such is the wear and tear of a life lived rough. I can see it, the toll it takes on others too. I like Quincy's bit as he slumps down next to me. Get my soldier on. Body gets used to it. Oh, and by the way, this video was recorded on January 9th. Because down here where I live in South Texas, in real life, it's really cold here. Believe it or not. And yet we just came out from the beginning of this video, down in the sands of northern Africa. Here we go. Remember what the contract says. The reward is 57 gold. But now, with crime pays, that amount has not increased, but perhaps with time. Because honestly, all the transport contracts and all the other, you know, stuff, crap, we gotta turn to a life of crime. I'd be willing to be a pirate. Which, to be a pirate, I would have to focus on, and this is just for roleplay reasons. If I wanted to be like the pirates of the Mediterranean, I ought to stick to being a bandit and a marauder, because that's what they do. They don't do poaching. Not so much on the trickster. Thief is kind of, well, what I'm doing right now. That's just by circumstance. In my wanderings outside of camp, I came across a clearing in the forest rich with all manner of colorful berries adorning the bushes. They're unlike as I've ever seen before. I look so tantalizingly delicious I would take my followers less than an hour to pick them all. Could these be a much needed gift from Allah, or a trick from Iblis to mean to test us? 25% chance everyone becomes ill, meaning a lot of work for poor old Zenobia and Ma. The fruits were delicious. She's a physician and a spy master. That explains why she's an infiltrator. Yeah, I would love to have her in my camp and also be my first wife. But to do that, I gotta steal her from the court. Execute it. 95% success. Feel a great rush of pride, and can't help but grin and present with the artifact I sought to reclaim. Never yet, however, returns to its rightful owner. Though perhaps slightly scrubbed and dirty from its travails rescue, still can't help but tracing my fingers from the luxurious stone island. On every authority is fine, it returns to its rightful place to the right hands. Contract complete. The amount is the same. Alright, let's change the camp purpose. We've been explorers for long, but now it's time to become freebooters. This will find us more criminal contracts, and finds more prowess and intrigue contracts as well. This will cost you 1,000 prestige for changing that. And nearly invalid camp upgrades or upgrades specific to camp purpose will be lost and partially refunded. Which means there could be some things where you know, things may not be available anymore. Well, we shall see. Wait one day. I think it's still in use. Oh, we did lose one building. We lost local hangers on. Kind of don't need that anymore. We need to start saving up money. Criminal contract rewards plus 50% in addition to intrigue skill up plus 4. Plus 150% for criminal contract rewards. Can you imagine? Alright, to Canine. To the Signoria of Canine. And while we're at it, as we draw up there, pass through Diodora. So we'll make a landing there. Pass it by, giving a glare, saying, "Give me my coin back." Each night, one fire becomes the hub of the camp's social activity. People constantly around my inner circle to wag tongues and trade friendly barks. Tonight is no exception. Look, all I'm saying, Charles causing by giggling several other followers, is that poor Orkian may have grandiose ideas about his potential in life, but you have to hand it to him. There's not many people that can ramble for a full minute without taking a breath. The chorus of Ibrahim falls breaks from the easily pleased onlookers. It all seems to wear on them. Join the ribbing of Orkian. 95% chance that he's the life of the party, and every adult follower around here will view it as such. 4% chance I stepped over the line. Life of the party. You ride a spare donkey. Oh, crud. That means they took Salerno. They won that war, but you're defenseless. Because they want all of Salerno. Thus, Bari and Calabria will be split in two. Could this be the beginning of the downfall of the country that was worked so hard to build? It is night when the attackers fall on our perimeter. A motley flash of glittering armor and flashing weapons lit only by a distant firelight. If they're wearing any colors, then they're not visible, but their intent is clear all the same. Remove us from Lucca, dead or alive. The camp's not without defenders, so with a cry of outrage, prepare to push back this local scourge. Well, I'm brave, I'll say. Into the fray I go. 64% chance successful rampage. 36% chance to be blighted and broken. I get wounded, so is Faisal, Mother Zenobia, and Orkian. Counterattack with me. Oh, I picked the wrong option, but it was a tactical victory. I just changed my mind at the last moment. I'm disappointed, Zenobia says herself. I've read about these ruins before, and here they are, I suppose. We stopped at camp for the night by some large ruins. Perhaps it was a fortress or a sizable mosque built by the ancients. Nothing huge, but nothing to scoff at either. I read about these ruins in a book, she claims. There was a once magnificent capital here, ages ago. The ruins supposedly stretched for miles. Sounds so inspiring. Yet, this is it. You can't trust everything you read these days. I think this area still has a certain haunting beauty in this land of Dalmatia, as the natives call it. Oh, that's why those people were rowdy and they were attacking us. Norse settlers here. I don't know how they got there, but they're there. They've been there for a while. Murder a foe over here. Escort emissary. Oh, this will be very easy because it's next door to any neighboring entity. We'll do that first. Okay. To VIET. Next door. You got it. VIET is an island off of Nin. Okay, 57. That's good value. This is a Toro, the other pair. Tolls are peasants and I'm the boss. They don't call me leader anymore, I'm the boss. Here we go. Juicy rumors. We're gonna get a lot of criminal contract awards soon. It's got our provisions here. With my snares I shall feed a soul. Found nothing here. Well then, let's pay a visit in Kanin. Few places are as majestic as a castle, and Canine is no exception. Havati troops and banners are visible everywhere in the city. As I pass through the main gates, I spot a handful of guards from the Emperors of above. My friend Malik looks around with a content face, seemingly enjoying the change of scenery. See what the locals town look like. The tavern, gathering travelers and local Havati alike, is brimming activity. Storytellers sitting by a fire. A veteran. Up front, a shabby chumps pester the Sir more Crinton Muscat. At the corner of the counter, a beautiful enchantress sits, seemingly bored. By the entrance, I spot an inconspicuous hooded figure. Clearly someone values their privacy. Okay, first things first. Anyway, one large gulp, the Culebre is devoured as cow, hoofs and all. But that's story for another time. Yep. Who's that woman? Rodelina Langobad. Although, brave, paranoid, callous. I'm intently observing the enchantress sitting herself down right at the nearby table. The tavern owner called her on the name, didn't he? She looks puzzled as I approach her, possibly because my internal turmoil is clear as day on my face. Why would this bother me? I am Boss Isma'il of the Salarian Sons, damn it! I keep reminding myself of this accomplishments in order to remain calm. I'm mostly failing. Skill-wise, not that interesting. Second thought. Now, about this inconspicuous hooded figure still sits, fidgeting with a small dagger. As we can see that. Mate. Hooded figure suddenly slips through the tavern down the stairwell into the cellar. I look around gingerly as I follow him downstairs. At the bottom, he sits down by a chair fronted by a desk and lets it fall. I assume you recognize me by my reputation. The villainous and three-fingered criminal Mate. I tenderize people for slighter insults. Now what do you want? And Mate's gaze fixed on me as he raised an inquisitive eyebrow. Damn, that's a way to get it up to the max. No, up to the middle. So I'll say, a professional of your caliber would thrive in my camp. Craven and calm. He's terrified of me, but he's a schemer. One hell of a schemer. What say you? He's intrigued by the notion and he's with us. Alright. See if we can steal some food. Isn't that the Serene Doge over there? Got them. Anything? Town crowd perks up as I approach and sits they chattering about the nearby contracts posted by local nobles. He's accompanied by a friendly, shifting white and brownish-grey old cat who looks at me with the clearest blue eyes as I intently listen and narrate listings. Learned custodians are required for scholarly work. Able bodies for martial duties. Eloquent negotiators needed for diplomatic dealings. Ah, come on. So, I'll just say scholarly look would be a nice change of pace. It's not criminal, but it's easy pay. Ah, there's one over there. Tutor a child, and the other over there. Transcribe text. You want me to tutor a child? That'd be fun. Knowledgeable scholars desired. Persons and letters are requested by the Termacus of Deodora to assist the tutelage of children residing in this court. Meritorious performance will be recognized. There's a lot more provisions for me. We'll be there. One of the many Dalmatian states. Oh, left the entourage. He's going to go back to camp. Egalitarian. That gives me a curious but expectant Look as we meet up our first session. The alley is brimming with activity. Merchants moving briskly between squares. And as I survey our surroundings, I quickly scout them at our vantage points as a teacher about. Behind me, my protege is drifting along, picking up a wooded horse from a nearby stand. She starts riding around, gleefully running laps around the area. Pandolfo waves at me from over yonder, ready to assist if prove necessary. Oh boy. Because I have a follower with certain skills, so I'll say, Pandolfo, your time to shine. So it's a side-by skill. Relying on my follower will be more challenging next time. 94% chance that he succeeds. Score 1 for the contract. 3% of my martial increases. And possible outcomes. Our knowledge is fleeting. Fleeting martial for 10 years. Her knowledge solidifies. 5% he fails me. You have 3 out of 3. So you need 2 to succeed. Your time to shine. How could you fail me? Ah, damn it. You done screw up. What's the point? He stopped bathing. Again, stopped bathing. Stopped even making an attempt to clean himself. In fact, I'm brutally confronted when several of my followers beg me to deal with him. I know what you're thinking, boss. It's not laziness. It's a job for efficiency. I could do more work if I spent less time wiping away the sweat of the road. This is a relentless, this is a relentless focus of how it looks like. He's mad or a fool or both. Well, they do call him mad, but he's more eccentric than mad. I'll say her laziness goes too far. Okay, I just replying text. Now, she inspects the files with a curious gaze as we approach. The godless crowd's just breaking up. Her thirst for blood satisfied. Looking around, I identify plenty of opportunities to improve in the current organization. Something that she should be informed of. When I turn around, though, the girl stopped dead in her tracks, intently inspected an arm-sized stick found on the ground. She is thoroughly unresponsive to my calls. The files waves at me. Moriana, readiness proved necessary. Oh, I definitely screwed up, but Theophanos, this is your time to shine. He succeeds. Okay. Now she inspects Mate with a curious gaze as we approach. The furnace roars, the weapons are stacked in the corners of the armory, and we stroll along the path. I keep a watchful eye on our surroundings, a skill that she should be privy to. Suddenly, the young Dalmat girl gets a wild look in her eye and starts shouting, "The bandits are coming!" And she nearly giggles her head off as she runs back and forward to Mate. Waves at me from Oriana, ready to prove necessary. Your time to shine, my man. Succeeds. Telemagus Samuel has a discreditable look, bordering on appreciating. You certainly have an unorthodox approach to education, and she did receive one or two new perspectives on things. I may be touching it, should your service be desired in the future. I nodded by my insight as I turned. Much obliged. I think I know a cure. Ah, damn it. He's near death. Bear with it. Ah, damn it. He's Gonna need some new people here. You'll be the huntsman again. Pandolfo, you're the new head porter. And we're gonna need 2 bodyguards for this job. Could go transcribe texts over. Which I think I may manage. Maybe, even though I'm a bit of a descriptivist. But I don't want to be traveling out in the snows too much. I'll be the change course to the Adriatic Sea and back from there. It's safer that way. Daylight slowly fades as I sit and grab Baron's chamber. My candlelight frantically copying squiggly lines of ink from one sheet to another. My eyelids start drooping. I nod off momentarily before I jerk awake. But as far as I can tell, this particular patch seems to be related to caring for plants and property. But by Allah, is it droning on and on? I trace an ink-stained finger along a tiny knight straddling a magnificent snail in the margins. Maybe I should improve the text a bit to make it more enticing. Oh, hell. I'm way too learned for this. Plus, I don't have a lifestyle trait. Stewardship in particular. And I don't even know the local language. So stick to the script all the way. A few days have passed. I'm making my way through the transcript. The current passage, however, is drier than a gravel laid out in the sun. Mind starts to drift out of matters. I blink a few times and force myself back into the realm of reality. The passage is related to wars and their politics, which in itself is inherently stale. I casually observe a bobbing-tailed creature with an angry human face scribbled in the margins while upon a decision. Stick with it. I'm near the end of the transcript, which is going poorly so far. Once again, describe this manuscript takes a most druid approach to the possible subject matter. My gaze sticks on the attendant, every more interesting sight until it gives me a suspicious look, prompting me to go back to the text. The passage itself seems to be related to innovations from faraway cultures, which would interest readers, but has been less stilted. I consider the best way forward while admiring the marginality of a tiny knight straddling a magnificent snail. You do not have the lifestyle traits of this passage, such as learning. I'm a man of intrigue, but oh boy, for his lips sex manuscript. It is indeed a replica of the original piece. Take it for reliable delivery. Leave stops more of this. Oh, and you can pick up your reward by the door. See yourself out. Thanks, I guess. See? This is just gotta say this for once. The payment is basically like peanuts. That's how much it is to me. That is why we gotta turn towards criminal activity. I see the option to murder a foe. Oh, by the way, is that building finished? Actually, we got one here, locally. There's another one. Oh, press forward, damn it. We're at Canine. What's this? Passes of Arms, and there's a tournament. Won't be there in time, but I can request one. Particularly you, which that'd be for sooner rather than later. 4 months left. We got time to do a bit of a scheme. Do a Passage of Arms. If you be stalwart, take heed. The bridge of Canine remains unprotected. Show force is necessary to keep the bandits away. Uh, Magistratus, Domenico shall reward whoever dissuades it. You got it now. He fists his hands his shirts, he makes his way through the gun. Good morning we have here, he starts. A perfect chance to show those ruffians the value of the true fighters. You see, there's a bridge that goes right into Canine. All matters of miscreants, fools, and idiots hang about there. Someone should take care of that. I'll say it'll take a couple of days. Because I'm the kind of person who just wishes just to get this over with. Even though chances aren't good, but do what you gotta do. Actually, that's just it, okay? It's not gonna get any more improvement than that. Take 20 advantage. Pick them up. And in the meantime, we can wait for the camp to be built and a language to be learned. Which we got this many days left. Look over there. Bug, wealthy citizen. This is a prowess scheme, which if you accomplish that, that's Marauder. Good to know. You said you wanted to be a pirate. As in, do more criminal activities that relates to bandit and marauder. And occasional thievery. Since I'm a man of intrigue, we got some sneaky people around here. Following a sentry, I enter a dimly lit tent next to the edge of the proving grounds, where a bedraggled trio of locals awaits me. They look nervous, as though being here will risk. One of them stands before giving me a truly awful bow. Greetings, your lordship. Name's Drizislav. The big lad is Isma'il, and Tara is Theodore. We're here to enlist. We're the biggest fish in the pond. I almost said the biggest fish of the pond. Until you show up. Not that we mind. Business is business, and there's no sense of competing where we can work together. They're all Croats. One's a marauder, strong and a giant. Oh my. Theodore the Silly. He's a poacher, and he's a stammerer. Vengeful like me. Alright. And then there's Drizislav, the heathen, who's a bandit and shrewd. Sure, we'll take you on. Come on all in. Finally, we're getting people of the ill repute. Even if they're Christians, but still. No mercenary work. And I don't care what you say, I am not joining. We don't have the manpower to even support that. Because that requires a large amount of wealth and a large amount of provisions to recruit and maintain. And I'm not going to recruit them here locally. Well, what's the cultural traditions of Haratsky? Koni. Light cavalry, good with archers, good in plains and drylands, not so good in hills. But they're better than the regular light cavalry, I'll give them that. I don't know if that compares to the light cavalry of the Berbers from North Africa. Like say the desert ribbats, with the Mulathimun. It's light cavalry against archers. They do better in desert and in oasis. They do fine in hills. 28, 23, 30, 40 versus 32. Okay, they're actually better. Provision calls for trial barony. Maybe we should go get Croatian cavalry to be part of the retinue someday. Because we can have 4 regiments worth of it. We should take consideration of that in the future. Yeah, Croatian Koni cavalry. If we want to be serving as mercenaries and all that. That's something we ought to consider. And once I'm done in the language, I'm actually going to start a little romance scheme of that of that woman of Canaan that I saw, who is a physician and spy master. Because she has my attention. Yes. Heist treasury. Marxist, yeah. Criminal contracts are starting to pop up more and more. Just a couple more days. I keep telling you. You asked me before and I still say no. Because we would get killed in combat. So I'm going to spend a great deal of time in Dalmatia. And from Sorrento. No. You're fighting back. Well done. And you tell me to say, hey, how about settle land? How about you force me as a patron or just tell me, hey, we want food. Well, if it accepts your offer, I'll join. But say still no. The answer is still no. Yeah, I'm becoming more and more visible. One more advantage coming up. %71. Failure. Ah! I fell to my knees, blood coming down my elbow. Leave him there, I hear one of the bandits mutter for his grief. There's no use fighting a fire. Someone who can pick him up. My head, it all fades slowly. Back to the wilds. Damn! I really feel like killing somebody. Let's begin the intrigue screen. Look at that reward. Hold on. A hunt. A hunt, you say? Where are you from? Upper Bosnia. Okay. I'll go. Well, I don't know about that because actually the activity starts in June, but I'll be there in January. So, yeah, I'll be there, but damn these mountains. Got to purchase the Pathfinder gear here. And the child's safety increase. There you go. Okay, hunt, then murder. So we're going to be hunting in Pracha in Bosnia. Oh, the Bosnian winter is dangerous. As I travel through the wildlands of Kashayak, I find myself a distinct feeling of being watched, hiding those. Before I see a frail, dirty boy watching on touch. Remember our caravan informs me that the locals say the lands are haunted by someone they call Radic. It is said to have been raised far away from human society by a wolf. Apparently this poor creature's taken a fascination with us and even started to speak some basic etiquette. No, not to the meaning of this. I'll train a boy. It's been snowing for the past few days and the cold is unbearable. I look around to see that my entourage is struggling as well. I saw a travel on foot alongside him. After we walked through the snowstorm for another hour, Drislav pulls me aside. Wild shaky yelps. Please, my dear leader, I cannot feel my ear anymore. Look closer at the ear. The tip's covered in ice, a bit swollen. I think it could get worse if I don't do anything. Surely, Zenobia knows how to treatment. There you go. You're fine. It'll begin soon. Like the slave beast. Architect's Digest. Sibislav has lost a deep thought when our entourage enters the quarries of Bosna. He's leaned over a largely rough-cut wooded table, absorbed a drawing something on a large scroll. I leaned close over his shoulder, drawing his attention. My lord, I did not notice you there. My sincere apologies. I inquire what he's up to, and Sibislav replies, oh, I'm drawing up my thoughts on construction and the building of foundations. I'm quite the architect, you see. He smiles shyly. That's nice. Keep up the good work. This is useless to me. Actually... yes, no, maybe. Actually... Give me that. I may have some use of that. In the far future. After lots of hard work, nothing! It is impossible to learn the Tamazic language. No matter how I speak like a barely weaned baby and write like an unlettered blind serf who's missing most of their fingers. Ah, it was a waste of time. I admit defeat. Tamazic is beyond my capabilities. No need to learn language right now. So we wait the arrival of the rest of the guests. Do Goiko. I started our preparations. These gamekeepers check the highlands each day for signs of quarry, while building a camp close to the hunting grounds. I checked my gear and the horse many times. It won't be long now. So, who else is coming? You brought the Despot of Epirus over? In Thessalonica? Well, to be fair, you're in an area that is under the control of the Byzantine Empire. Or the not. Yeah. I think you should start that romance scheme. Is she still around? My girl? Not married. I know she's lowborn, but I cannot resist. If you were to seduce her, she'll say, yeah. But, however, remember, if you want to invite the camp, you only invite the player heir, soulmate, best friend, or spouse to the camp. So, if I were you, romance her. Because ever since I first set my eyes on her as part of that little scheme. So I'll say, the time has come to let my feelings towards Gordana be known. I want her to remember this day for the rest of her life. Because I'm a man of intrigue, I'll secretly plant a letter in her chambers. My declaration of love is for Gordana's eyes only. No one else matters. I pour my heart out, page after page. My feelings growing as I finally put them into words. The ink is barely dried as I set out for Gordana's chambers. I gently place the scroll on her bolster. Was she laid there tonight, dreaming of me? The waiting is unbearable. The thought of rejection makes me sick to my stomach. When her reply arrives, I tear the seal with shaking hands. While I cannot encourage you, my liege, I'm most grateful for your kind words. Yours faithfully, Gordana. She won't resist my charms for long. As we wait for those lazy bastards. For +1 learning. Ignatius assembles the party as the sun rises over the camp in the mountains near Pracha. The local gamekeepers have scoured the vicinity for recent tracks and fumes. The pack is a nuisance, scavenging from farms or retreating deep into the forest. Ultimately, Goiko wanted to hunt a wolf today. Ooh, a wolf. Forced wolf hunt, though. I'm game. My party and I stalk through the copse, eyes peeled for any sign of wolf, but a canopy above the soft twittering spills forth through our growing louder as we advance. There's a nestling stretching for its mother. An agile huntsman brings down the fluffy ears, an unfledged raptor chick from the oak. What luck! Only young birds caught in the wild can be properly trained to hunt. Put it back. Great, it's Conan is crouched down on the ground, humming cheerfully, picking orchards. Appears lost all interest in hunting. Boss, what bounty of nature! Look at these plants. Truly the wealth of the earth knows no bounds. We do not appreciate these simple treasures enough. Get back on your horse! Acquainted, Sir Kata. Ingia. This thing goes across the valley. The whole wolf pack crouches in the hollow not far. The beast spot on approach, howling the alarms they retreated, leafy bushes, fangs snarling. Duke Goiko thinks for a moment before disher. Come, we will cut it off. Let's go. We're gonna use the bow to ambush it. Chance went lowered. Something bad happened. Our plans were for naught. The beast sets our trap by the window by connivance and refuses led to them to our ambush by the flashes. At last it slipped our course tired, disappearing in the valleys. Clever thing. At least I'm on him. He entered Call the Wilds as an adventure, and this outing delivered a good and a bad in abundance. Nika 4 got us the disappointed party and exhausted us from the trip home. The wolf indeed eluded us this time. Let's leave the adventure for now. The Duke of Upper Bosnia gets the benefits here, while I return back to Knin. Bosanske Medicant. We've heard that Verbosna is land lousy with holy men traveling in impoverished conditions, living often on faith alone. One such Medicant has approached our caravan, preaching his own mystical, esoteric philosophy to anyone who listen. The impoverished creature is a loathed part of our party, but perhaps I could get rid of him. I'm a master debater, and I won the debate! Parts of the road of Bosnia are covered with wooded planks, as is common in some places to make travel easier. Though it should be no surprise that this wood is oftentimes subject to theft, particularly in more rural areas. As so happened, we encountered a party of ruffians trying to take these wooden planks, as they try to make off with the wood as soon as we approach. Let's go after them. 99% chance we'll catch those thieves. Aggravated wound. You're not infirm, are you? Amazing inn. I've stated before, I really feel like killing somebody. 215 gold. Travel's fine. No need for that. Get a private army. Just to be there faster. And while we're at it, visit Split and Makron. That's these hideout here. Go. I'll be willing to do some crimes in this region, and once I get my woman over here, and then and then she'll be mine, and she'll join the camp, and we get out of here together, and we start a family. It's not uncommon to hear rumors swirl around this, or indeed any. Salacious notions of whispers of scandals can pass many a long evening, after all. Sometimes they're even true. This week's concerned particularly nasty around bad luck for Abraham. Unfortunately, nasty or embarrassing accidents just keep happening to the man, and a grapevine says it might be deliberate. Not the kind of thing for people to spout for the entertainment, but then scuttlebutt really is. Investigate the truth of the matter. 95% chance of pursuing the matter successfully. With only little questioning, Drzislav shows the most obvious perpetrator. He was seen close before, after, or during all the notable accidents, generally with no reason. Yes, I play VIET just on Abraham. Is that so wrong? He's a misery to be around. And last check of the odd jape was not to cause to make someone an outlaw. I'd cover for Drzislav. No. Significantly improves characters recruited at Taberna when using the visit settlement decision. Because, you know, we do need some talented people one day. 9% chance I die, 5% chance to lose wounded, become scarred, 86% chance of lose trait of wounded. Got it. I don't need to be slow. Just get Milorad delivered to death's embrace so I can stop thinking about him. Is it clear? He growls at Magistrate Giovanni. I'm not. There's a lot left to be unsaid why he wants this man dead. What's binding his hands in more common methods, but that's none of my business. One life cut short is a payday. Let's just get on with our task. Assassins. Knife, poison, or peasant's pitchfork. As long as they're not breathing by daybreak, it's all the same to me. Big chance of success. Now I want this damn thing done fast. And keep on looking on things. We do have 4 advantage, son of a... Sing along, people, because we'll be singing back on the road soon enough. Because this is basically a guaranteed success. And ride a spare donkey, will you? I told you that's the reason why I said I really feel like killing somebody. But at least it's killing with reward. Alright. 94. Okay, let's do it. Seize the moment. My agents have succeeded in murdering Milorad. Zahumian. A thorn on my side no longer, thank Allah. It didn't take much, really. Just a gang of desperate bandits are greedy for silver and an engineered opportunity for them to strike. But the results have been outstanding. The melee caught his defenders completely off guard, while one of the cutthroats get the bastard right through the eye. Thankfully, there will always be whispers, and my involvement in this crime remains unknown. Ha! Perhaps commoners are not so useless after all. Your receipt, magistrate, I said, dropping a damp bag on Giovanni's floor. The solid fabric tips sideways, exposing a lank tuft of Milorad's hair. You took bring me his head rather too literally, he grunts. Must have been hell to make off with. Well, still, a job well done. Your pay's with the servant outside. I dip my head respectfully and depart. A long path ahead of us. This is a lucrative way to do things. Once I return to Canaan, I will actually end the episode here. Because the next episode, I hope that this romance between me and Gordana will work, and then we hit it off together. She's going to be the woman of my dreams. However, there's a peasant uprising. If you want me to... Shit! Mother! Where's Zenobia? Zenobia will save you, not my mother. She's been with us for a very long time. This is very dangerous and many will perish. Oh. Lost my friend Malik and my mother. Oh. Oh no. Oh. This was, you know, you don't have a physician at the moment to treat your wounds. Ibrahim the Strange will do. Lutamisel the Giant will be the huntsman. Pandolfo, Master of Arms. And this is the bodyguard. Rest in peace, Mother. I wish I could hold a funeral for you. I guess you'll be buried here in Canine, or at least someone to tell to send the body back to her home in Salerno. But nevertheless, the realm survived the onslaught, and now is helping out the High Chiefess again in a disillusion war. So Antonia is going to be independent one day. It's very fascinating, to be honest. Perhaps one day I ought to go visit her realm, as I see more opportunities, though mainly corruption. But I'm less interested in that. It's not my patron. Well, perhaps one day we can speak about it. We have 14 followers and everyone's supportive. But we lost my mother and lost Malik. Those are two good people. So we should consider spending money next time on looking for potential local recruits that might be good for us. But we got a lot more work to do, as I will recover from my wounds again and get Gordana over here so she can be my soulmate and she'll be my spouse, as I have no valid characters that I can marry. There is one, but that's, no, whatever. So yeah, when you think of it, you have to request all compatriots. There's no women to marry. And no, not my sister either, because she's still married. Don't marry your sister. So, we hope you people enjoyed this episode as we traveled from Tobruk, spent a bit of time in Central Italy, then into the land of Dalmatia, in which I'm still going to spend considerable time here before I will take it up and leave to go somewhere else where it's more lucrative. And maybe visit a few more places in the world, like Constantinople, and maybe up to there to possibly a newly independent realm of my sister, the High Chiefess, for a short visit before I go back to North Africa, Egypt in particular. So, we'll see you in the next episode, but until then, so long for now.